Hello, my back to my name's Beast, and I'm back with Karigurashi Ren'ai. I'll probably be keeping this one short, considering I have an early start tomorrow, but we shall see. Anyways, yeah.
何はともあれ、腹が減っては戦ができぬ。たくまは何か食べたいものとかある？
No, not really. Wait, no, me? Are we headed to battle? Where this nation is?
夜の戦場、すなわちベッドとか言い出したら怒るからね。
My bad. Crap, she can read my mind.
それで何が食べたいの？
So I can't think of anything.
そう？じゃあどうしよう。いつものファーストフードじゃ味気ないしな。
Damn it, I should have had a plan for lunch. Too little, too late. What should I do? Is there a nice place around here?
そうだ、あのイタリアンレストランに入ってみよっか。
Pearl Jam? Huh? Look at the restaurant that Rito's pointing at, and my eyes widen. I've been curious about it for a while, but the customers on the TV were so stylish that I always felt out of place and avoided it. Pretty sure Rito once said something like that place is hard to go into, too, so what's with this sudden change? Does having a boyfriend make you this bold? Is this normal? Oh, no. Rose have lost their virginity this strong. They are?
さあ行こう行こ
Rito pulls on my arm, which is frozen confusion, and strides towards the restaurant. Well, come on, many will it be?
う。あ、2人なんですけど入れますか？
Yes, right this way, please. We are led by the reverend waiter to a table on the open terrace. Sitting right next to us are a few elegant women who look like they're enjoying a leisurely afternoon. A rich aura emanates from their entire being, be it from their clothes or from the several chihuahuas they have with them. They're definitely not the type to go to Hiyori's shop. If they ever made the mistake of stepping foot in there, they'd probably faint from culture shock.
さてと何があるかな。あ、このペアセットだと2人で取り分けられるみたい。ドリンクもついてるみたいだし、これでいい？
Yeah.
決まりね。じゃあ注文しよっか。すみません。
In contrast to my tense self, who's completely overwhelmed by the atmosphere, Rito is perfectly calm and confident. She's clearly different from usual. Not just cute, but also more mature. I feel so embarrassed for having agonized over this date earlier. Getting pathetic, I was so out of it that I don't remember what I ate at all.
石焼き鴨、ちょっと欲しいかも。美味しかった。値段もそこまで高くなかったし、いい店だったね。
Yeah. Even as I gave a vague reply, my mind is currently at full capacity with thoughts of Rito's soft body pressed against my arm. Honestly, I want to push her down, kiss her, and have sex with her right now. But doing something like that would ruin our first date, so, but doing something that would ruin our first date is obviously a no-go.
本格的なピザってなんであんなにパリパリなんだろうね。遠赤外線効果ってやつかな。
Ultraviolet rays really are something. Really are amazing. And so, I'm in the middle of a desperate battle to somehow calm this explosive desire, or at least suppress it with what's left of my reason.
あ、今度はあの店に行ってみよっか。いい？
Yeah, sure.
どうしたのたくま。なんか汗ばんでるみたいだけど。
I'm fine.
そう？じゃあ行きましょう。このカバンかわいい。どう思うたくま？
Ah, yeah, it's nice. Honestly, I have no idea what's cute about it, but I nod along for the sake of conversation. Even for browsing, Rito doesn't move away from me at all. In fact, in the cramped door, she presses her body even closer. Oh. Thanks to that, my attention scatters, and I bump my elbow against some merchandise, almost knocking it to the floor.
大丈夫？
Oh, yeah, the bag's fine.
そうじゃなくてたくまの方。
Well.
ならよかった。
Just as I'm relieved, a mysterious shadow appears in front of Rito. Are you alright, miss? Nah, Clark. Crap, Rito's gonna get in trouble because of me.
すみませんでした。彼氏がちょっと失敗しちゃって。
Not at all, it's a cramped store, so please don't worry. Your boyfriend seems lovely.
ありがとうございます。このポーチかわいいので一つください。
Rito, that's just flattery. They're trying to butter you up so you'll buy something. I know that deep down, but the words won't come out. Lovely boyfriend. I see, I look like a lovely boyfriend. Thank you very much. That just does this way. I'll buy it for you. Because I'm a lovely boyfriend.
いいよ。自分で払うから。
No, pouch is nothing. Just worried about my finances. I can afford a pouch. Barely, but still.
すみません。これお願いします。
I was hesitating. Rito quickly paid for it. The casual way she handles payment. Rito, are you cooler than your boyfriend?
さてと。次はどこに行く？
This is bad. I've shown too much of my uncool side today. I have to make up for it somewhere. This'll just be pathetic. With that thought, I'd look around, trying to find a place that'll completely change the atmosphere. First thing that catches my eye is a branch of our usual supermarket and a sign with the word special sale. No, not a chance. That's way too clueless. When I clutch my head at my own poverty-ridden mindset, special sale on a date is a definite no. Movie ticket stub as a memento is cool. A half-price receipt is something else entirely. I have to find something else. Sigh quietly and lift my head to look elsewhere, but...
タクマ！あのスーパー、今日は冷凍食品が半額だって！他の食材も見切り値段の大安売りって書いてあるよ！
Suddenly the usual atmosphere returns. We both stare at each other with wide eyes and then... we burst out laughing at the absurdity of it all. We were both a little too tense. Since we're here, should we buy something at home?
Huh?
We should have looked around a little more. In the end, we bought a ton of cheap groceries and went home. We didn't have the energy to wander around while carrying everything.
結構いろんな店に行ったから十分だって。それにあんまり遅いと特売品が売り切れちゃうでしょ？
Well, that's true. Rito, of course, is also carrying a large shopping bag. We got carried away and bought so much that I couldn't carry it all myself, and Rito had to help. I was thinking we could go out for dinner somewhere. I knew that if we had frozen food, we'd have to go home before thought, but couldn't resist the temptation of everything being half price. What should we do? Put the groceries in the fridge and go out to eat?
せっかくいっぱい買ったから、今日はこれで何か作るよ。
What about a date?
いいって。タクマが美味しいって食べてくれるなら、ご飯作るのも楽しいからね。
My girlfriend's not only sweet, she's the best. So, the lust I've been holding back starts to swell up again and is now on the verge of bursting.
はい、ただいまーって。
The moment we opened the front door and stepped inside, I pinned Rito against the wall, so he can't hold back anymore.
いや、ちょっと何も帰って早々に。
Follows my lead, and this looks yikes. Anyway, see you afterwards. They done fucking. I don't trust the game yet though, so I'm gonna keep the censorship up. Yeah, that was great. Body's the absolute best, Rito. Okay, calm down, brother.
変な褒め方ばっかりしないでよ。けど。
What is it?
私も気持ちよかった。正直に言うと、最初は痛いとか怖いとかばっかり考えてて、どうこう思う余裕なんてなかったけど、今は夢中になれるっていうか。
See, a little ashamed that I didn't realize that's what she was thinking, but I'm happy now that she was satisfied in the end. Guess I really feel happiness much more strongly. I guess you really feel happiness much more strongly when you see someone you care about enjoying themselves rather than when you're just having fun. Well then, now we've exercised, should we take a bath before dinner?
だから変な言い方しないでってば。 だいたい夕食前の運動は体重に直結するから気をつけろってこの前テレビでも。
What's wrong, Rito?
私たち買ってきた食材どうしたっけ？
They're right there on the kitchen counter. We put them.
し
We're so screwed!
がっかりしてた。
Rito sighs as she checks the inside of the shopping bags. Too little too late, all the frozen food we bought on sale is completely thawed.
野菜とか肉とかの生鮮食品は冷凍食品のおかげで多分大丈夫だと思う。餃子とかシューマイとかももう一度凍らせたらいいだけだし。でもオレンジアイスはこれ。
I lost cause. Check the contents of the box and my shoulders slump in defeat. Thanks to plastic wrappers, nothing leaked out, but the popsicles have completely liquefied. I'll go buy some more.
いいって、これは気づかなかった私も悪いんだし。
But I remember Rita's happy smile when she noticed the popsicles, and I felt the pang of guilt. I think she said they were a limited time item. They'll still be there if I go tomorrow.
とにかく汗かいたのは事実だからお風呂に入ろう。このままだと風邪ひくかもしれないし。先に入ってくれる？私後から入るから。
Okay.
もうそんな顔しないの。誰だって失敗はつきものなんだし。今日は楽しかったんだからね。
Rita says with a calm, gentle smile. I want to dive into those breasts again, but right now, both my spirit and my lower body are completely deflated. Thanks for the meal. After taking turns in the bath, we enjoyed dinner. Rita's cooking is delicious, and as always, it's even better because I have no memory of what lunch tasted like.
おそ松様、さっきの餃子スープどうだった？凍ったまま焼くタイプを自然解凍しちゃったから旨味が抜けてるかもと思ってアレンジしてみたんだけど。
It was amazing. The saltiness was just right. It was perfect. So what I thought was originally meant to be gyoza soup.
そこまで褒めなくても。でもよかった。
As Rita pats her chest in relief, a wave of guilt washes over me again. Made it go to all this extra effort, extra trouble because I got carried away. Called it a date, but all we did was have lunch at a slightly nice restaurant, do a little shopping, and go crazy at the supermarket. Someone asked me if this was a good date. Nah, it definitely wasn't. I'll do the dishes. I have to at least do that, I think. I start to stand up, but then...
あ、ちょっと待って。
She stands up before I do and heads to the kitchen. And in her hands when she returns...
あと、食後のデザートも作ってみたんだ。これ。
Dessert, wait. Rita's brought over an orange-colored jelly in a small glass. It's filled with the mandarin orange slices and it looks delicious. Where did this come from?
溶けたアイスをオレンジジュースで割って缶詰のみかんを入れてゼラチンで固めてみたの。ちょっと濃いめの味になっちゃったかもしれないけど、そこは妥協してね。
Rita says, sticking out her tongue in a mischievous and wry smile. It's my fault the popsicles were ruined, but her thoughtfulness makes me feel grateful and incredibly happy. Hey, Rito.
何？
I'm really glad to be your boyfriend.
ゼリー一つでそこまで？
Oh, really, this is amazing. To be honest, I was so happy I couldn't even taste the jelly. But her kindness means everything to me.
今日のデート楽しかったね。
Yeah, it was.
また行こうね。
Let's. Oh, by the way, what kind of pouch did you buy?
あ、まだ開けてなかった。一緒に見よっか。
Eat out jelly, facing each other, and look at a small pouch. By normal standards, what we did today might not qualify as much of a date. But for Rito and me, it was the perfect first date.
ミスはアイデアでカバー。ねえ、今日はお休みよね。そうだぞ。って今日ね、ついに曜日の感覚もなくなったのか？ そうじゃないわよ。ただの確認。あんたたちを見てれば嫌でも今日が休みだって思い知らされるしね。
そうですね。休みになったらここに集合するのがもうお決まりになってきましたから。そろそろかな。
何やってるの？
この前から始めたスマホゲーです。面白いんですけど、ボーナスをもらえる時間が決まってて、
最近多いわね、その手のゲーム。ユーザーを逃がさないって意図なのかしら。ゲームに生活リズムを決められるようじゃ人生終わってるぞ。
ゲームしか取り柄と楽しみがない人に言われたくないです。
そんなことないぞ。私は労働こそ楽しみで生きがいだ。だから今日もしっかりお客さんのために働いてるしな。
Waitress, can I get some water?
あっちにサーバーがあるから自分で入れろ。大したサービス精神ね。それはともかく暇だわ。
何ですか、やぶから棒に。
こんなのおかしいわ。休日なのに何もやることがないなんて青春の浪費ってやつよ。
How's it that much different from your usual day to day?
だったらこれを機にお部屋の片付けなんてどうですか？
また散らかることが分かってるものに時間をかけるなんて時間とエネルギーと酸素の無駄遣いよ。すがすがしいくらいの開き直りだな。はあ、暇だわ。何か楽しいことないのかしら。
だったらどこかへ出かけませんか？映画とかお買い物とか、ランチかお茶とかどうでしょうか？定番ですし。
あたしんとこの喫茶店で長々居座っておいて他の店の話とはいい度胸だな。
だって申し訳ないですけど、味についてはちょっと飽きちゃったというか、メニューも一巡して新鮮味もなくなりましたし。
聞いたか店長、なんか新しいメニュー作れってめんどくせえ客からのクレームだぞ。
誰がめんどくさいクレーマーですか？曲解はやめてください。
そうなの、やかちゃん。具体的にはどんなメニューがいいのかしら。甘いの？辛いの？それともえぐいの？
絶対に断固として頼むつもりはありませんが、えぐいメニューって例えばどんなものですか？
日和が近くの公園の草をちぎって持ってきてハーブティーだってお客さんに出したことがあったの。その時のお客さんの顔今でも忘れられないわ。安いお茶一杯で何時間も粘ってやたら注文のうるさい人だったからざまあ見ろってな感じだったけどね。
よく訴えられませんでしたね。というか、何の草を使ってお茶のようなものを入れたんですか？
忘れた。ただその草の生えてた場所ってよく猫が集まってるところだったからさ。で催した時にはそこに。
もういいです。聞いてるだけで気持ちが悪くなってきました。とにかく店を変えませんか今日ね。長居すると綾香たちも雑草茶を出されそうです。
出さねえってんなもん。お店を変えるのは別に構わないんだけど、ちょっとは構えよ。さっきも言った通り今日は休日だから他の店に入っても人がいっぱいじゃないかな。
そうか、その可能性は高いですね。家族連れとかカップルとかでどこもにぎわってるかも。
なんちゃってパリピのリア充気取りどもが修羅場にでもなってとっとと別れちまえ。そしてうちに焼け食いに来て売り上げに貢献しろっての。あくまで利益誘導につなげるのね。リア充といえばあの二人は今頃どうしてるかしら。
あの二人、お兄ちゃんとリト先輩のことですか？休みですし、どこかに出かけてるんじゃないでしょうか。
さっきライムしたら家にいるみたいだぞ。なんか宅配の来る時間がわからないから夕方まで外出できないってさ。そうなんだ。じゃあ
今頃は一つ屋根の下でお兄ちゃんと。相変わらずのエロ妄想だな。帰っておかずにでもするのか。やめてください、そういう言い方は。ちょっと遊びに行ってみようかな。去年の他人のくんずほぐれつに興味があるのか？いや、ないけど、あやちゃんと違って私はオープンでノーマルだから。それであやかがクローズドでアブノーマルって意味ですか？
Yes.
んだよ、ようやく自覚したのか？それはあやかへの宣戦布告と受け取っていいんですね、パツキン女。おう、やるか。デスマッチ3本勝負、倒れたらその場で屈辱締めやるか。まあまあ、ほらテレビ番組とかであるでしょ、いきなり寝起きのところに押しかけて笑いを取るコント劇みたいなの。あんな風にアポなしで突撃したら思わぬ笑いのネタが見つかるかもしれないし、少なくともちょっとした暇つぶしにはなるんじゃないかなと思って。悪趣味だぞ今日ね。あら、それじゃああんたは行かないのね。私は悪趣味が大好きな乙女だから一緒に行くぞ。あやかもちょっとお兄ちゃんの様子を見に行くだけです。それだけですから。いや、そんな言い訳臭い前置き誰も聞いてないから、ただでさえちょろいのに余計にちょろい女発言に聞こえるから。あやかは自意識ライジングしてません。みんなタックのところに行っちゃうの？正確にはリトの家だけど。だったらこうしちゃいられないわ。早速私も外出の準備を。今日は休日の書き入れ時なんだから店閉めんな。その割に従業員 A は職場放棄するのね。とにかく行ってみましょう。はーい。ママだけぼっちなんて寂しい。
After being out all day yesterday, today is for resting. Plus, we're waiting for a delivery anyway, so Rita and I are just chilling on the couch watching TV. Of course, our hands are linked. We're enjoying the show and snacking on some chips. I said it was fun, but spending a lazy day like this isn't so bad either.
ほんとね。あ、何かお茶でも入れる？
Sure. Actually, can it be coffee?
わかった。ちょっと待ってて。あ、
Just as Rito starts to get up, the doorbell rings. Must be the delivery.
思ったより早かったね。はーい、今開けます。
セクロスしてますか？
日和？入るなりなんてこと口走ってるんですか？あ、リト先輩にお兄ちゃん、こんにちは。こんにちは
ってどうしたのあやちゃん。
いわゆる調査団の現場検証よ。はい、そこを動かない。今からテープ貼るからあやちゃん、野獣馬を叩き出して。
わかりました。というわけで出て行ってください、野獣馬さん。私も今来たばっかりで、しかも調査兵団の一人だぞ。
The core. This is an uncharted wilderness.
まあそれは冗談としてお邪魔しまーす。
今日ね、一体みんな何の用事で。
You know, Rito's attempts to get an explanation if three of them barge in and start wandering around the room.
布団の下クリアです。まあこんなところに秘密道具を隠すほどリト先輩は単純じゃありませんしね。
What are you searching for? The place for Aya. Okay. They start peeking into shadows inside drawers and even inside the bookshelf. They have a complete disregard for privacy, as if they didn't even know what that is. If they were guys, I'd have called the police at Mach speed.
いや、金目のものとエロ目のものは少々。
Yuri, get out, and don't ever come back. Say, peeling Yuri off the floor. Then Aya pouts and turns to me.
だってお兄ちゃん、リト先輩と付き合っても今まで通り遊びに行ったり来たりしてくれるって言ってたじゃないですか。それなのに最近は休日も平日もリト先輩とばっかり過ごして。
Oh, that's... When she puts it like that, looking so sad, I'm at a loss for words. Right, I think I did say something like that.
そうだそうだ、独禁法反対。独禁法ってそもそも何の略だ？独立禁酒法？
間違ってる上にいろんなものが混ざってるわよ。とりあえずこれはちょっとしたストレス発散ということで。
Give me a break. But stood up and enjoying my life with Rito alone recently. I feel bad that I've been neglecting Kyone and the others. Well, I guess that's fine if they just blow off some steam and go home. No, by this Rito's house. I glanced at her and...
まあ仕方ないか。
She looks at me and gives me a wry smile. I expect of my girlfriend, she's so big-hearted. I returned her smile with a slightly forced one of my own, and we both shrugged. And that's when it happened.
なんかここに妙な布が落ちてるぞ。
ん？
スパッツですか？でもこれ
股のところに穴ができてるわね。なんでこんな破れ方を？
I whip my head around to look at Rito. Her eyes are wide and she's frozen speechless. Hey Rito, you didn't throw those away?
だってなんか捨てるの惜しくて。
You can't use them anymore. Did you say you'd throw them away since we bought new ones?
記念に取っておこうと思って。
I'm a memento of what?
何の記念なんですか？
Ah! A voice comes from between us, and we both jump back in surprise. Someone Ayaka snuck up on us and is sitting there, tilting her head in confusion. Ayaka, well, that is, I mean...
しかし、ほんと変な破れ方だよな。洗濯機の中で絡まったのか？ちょっとね。いえ、それだと記念だと言ったリト先輩の発言と食い違います。
Suddenly, the great detective Ayaka, donning her beer glasses, begins her deduction.
洗濯機の中で絡まって服が破れるなんて少し運の悪いケースですが、レアというほどでもない。
おかしなことって？
例えば、そう、ここに凶器を隠していて、それを実際に使った時に勢い余って破れてしまった。
凶器なんて誰にどこで何のために使うのよ。
いえ、そこまでは。現時点では推理するための物証や証言が少なすぎます。しかしこれではっきりしました。リト先輩は実はアサシンだったのです。
意味がわからない。
股間に凶器と凶器を隠していたんですよ。
そんなわけないでしょ。ちょっとタクマも何か言ってやって。
Crotch. Gulp.
どこ見てんのよ、バカ。
ステルスするより正面から殴りに行く派です。
Though Kyone and the others used the torn tights as an excuse to make a huge fuss, tease us, and generally have a good time. Their stress was relieved, their stomachs were full, they stayed for dinner, and they finally left. Oh, what an ordeal.
タクマのせいなんだからね。そもそもスパッツを破いたりするからあんなことになっ。
No, no, I shouldn't have done that. Sure, but if you just thrown them away, they wouldn't have found out, right?
それはそうだけど。
That's true, but...
けど。
But... Rito says, no, I'm sorry, I've not torn them. This wouldn't have happened, yes. We're in the bath together, arguing over pointless hypotheticals and drowning in self-loathing. Oh, what's the point in dwelling the past? So let's just move on. Anyway, are you really not gonna throw them away?
捨てないんじゃなく
It's
て
not
捨
that
て
I
られ
won't,
ない
it's
の。
that I can't. What if you asked
ま
to
た
tear
タクマ
my
がスパッ
shorts
ツ破
again,
きたい。
Rito says. No, that was just a one-time thing. It won't happen again. Probably.
多分
Probably. And don't go
だ
tearing
い
multiple
たい
pairs of my
たま
shorts
たまで
just
ス
by
パッツ
chance.
何枚
I'll
も
run
破
out,
ら
you
ない
know,
でよ。
Rito says. Yes, I'll refrain from now on. After being told that, I have no comebacks. I just sit in the bath, hugging my knees. Hey, Takuma, Rito says. Rito says out of the blue. Yes, she did.
タクマはそ
Do you
の
need to tear my clothes to get turned on? Rito asks. Huh? No, that's not. Even now in the small bath, our bodies are pressed so close together, our legs, arms, chest touching that I'm getting hurt. I'm being reminded that I don't need to tear anything to get excited. I don't need to tear anything as long as it's you. I can get turned on. I can say that with certainty.
そう
I see. Then, Rito says. He presses his body against mine, looks at me with wide eyes, and pops an unexpected
す
question.
る
Should we have sex? She says. Yes. With a face like that, I have no choice. I reach out for Rito's body. And... see you after the H scene. They done fucking. I wish they would have finished that scene a little earlier, because if they had finished it earlier, it would not involved her sitting on a toilet for a live show, I guess you could say. I hate my life. Why would you do this? Do not do this. After rinsing her off under the shower, Rito lets out a long sigh and sinks back into the tub where I'm
お
waiting.
風呂場でおしっこしちゃうなんて。
I never peed in a tub before,
今までやった
Rito says. It was kind of freeing, right? It felt good, didn't it? Shut the fuck up. Well, maybe, Rito says. Shut the fuck up. She must be mortified, her face bright red. Rito sinks up to her shoulder in the hot water. Damn, that's cute. Well, the whole pee play thing aside, maybe humiliation is something we can explore in the future.
でも
Doing run from someone, it made me
誰か
feel
の
like
見
a
てる
dog
前で
peeing
し
on
ち
the
ゃうなんて。
sidewalk, Rito says. That's true, it's not like the men's room where it's all out in the open. You guys have stalls, so you never have seen anyone else, right?
え
Huh?
た
You
く
stare
も
at
は
other
誰かの
guys when
そういう
they're
ところ
doing
を
it,
じっと見
Takuma,
た。
Rito says. No, I don't, it's just hypothetical. I mean, in the men's room, seeing some guy going at it right next to you is just normal Tuesday, but for girls, it's totally different. Not that I want to watch other guys pee, I don't know. But Rito, I could watch 24/7. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, not a bad idea. Maybe we should try some actual pet play.
犬
Pet play? What does that involve? Rito asks. He's glaring at me, face flushed, but I can see a flicker of curiosity in her eyes. Gotcha. So she's not totally against it. My girlfriend's such an open book. Well, you'd wear nothing but a collar and crawl around the room on all fours. Oh, and there's a doggy style, obviously. Maybe a tail plug would be nice. Oh, did that get your attention? Not really, Rito says. Rito avoids my gaze, her eyes darting away as she gently squeezes my hand under the water.
首はまで
Just the collar, maybe, Rito says. So you're okay with the collar?
首
Just the
はまで
collar.
よ。
If I really have to act like a dog, then we can't hold hands,
Smoking.
Rito says. As she murmurs this, she squeezes my hand even tighter. Alright, then I'll buy a collar. But I'll wash your neck and get it on the chopping block while you wait.
それ
Not
ちょっと
not
意味
what
が
that phrase
違う。
means, Rito says.
でも
But, oh well, Rito says. Smiling, Rito entwines her fingers with mine again, and I squeeze her hand right back. And so we stay pressed together, close together, soaking until we're both dizzy from the heat.
犬プレイ。ちょっと恥ずかしいけど。
Rito's developed an
Yeah,
interest in a
let me
new
type
area. Oh no. A peaceful and happy conversation eventually comes to a close.
あ、もうこんな時間。あっという間だね。
Just as Rito said, look at the clock showed it was already past midnight. Felt like we'd just gotten out of the bath, but time passes quickly. Should we get to bed?
うん。じゃあ、カーテン閉めるね。
Right. Moved to our respective spaces and the curtain was drawn between us. We changed into our sleepwear, and once we were both ready, Rito turned off the lights.
うん。
A moment later, Rito's hand appeared from under the curtain. I took it from my futon and sank my head into the pillow, a wave of peace washing over me. Stared up at the now familiar ceiling. Could probably fall asleep in an instant, but that felt like a waste, so I decided to talk to Rito instead. School starts again tomorrow. Did you set your alarm?
もちろん。それに明日は燃えるゴミの日だから忘れないようにしないとね。
Alright. I should have taken it out before our bath. Sorry, slipped my mind.
いいよ、出かけるついでで。それにこのマンションだとゴミの前日出しはなるべくしないでって注意されてるから。
Oh, really? What's that?
かなり前の話になるんだけど、深夜に遠くの地域から粗大ゴミを持ってきて無断で捨てた人がいたらしいの。それでそういう人を見かけた時に住人と間違えたりしないためなんだって。
Say, but I feel like someone who'd do that would just do it any day of the week and with a straight face.
そうかもだけど、これはけじめの問題。みんなで作ったルールなんだからちゃんと守らないとね。
Yeah, so we continued to idle chatter. Mostly talked about mundane, everyday stuff, nothing romantic at all. But it was so warm, I felt completely at peace. By the way, Rito,
何？
about that dog thing from earlier.
やらないからね。エッチはともかく 変態プレイは好きじゃないから。
No, that's not what I meant. Pet play day really stuck with her. But that wasn't what I wanted to ask. No, not that. Do you really want to get a dog, Rito?
そうね。今すぐは無理だし、そのつもりもないけど、いつか飼えたらいいなって思ってる。
You just squeezed my hand a little tighter. She shared her thoughts.
一人暮らしをしてるとね、普段はそうでもないんだけど、時々急になんとなく寂しくなるっていうか、心細くなるの。友達もいるし、両親とだって電話一本で話ができる。だけど夜中に目を覚ました時とか、前みたいに風邪ひいて寝込んだ時とか、自分がこの空間の中に一人きりでいるってことが怖いってのは言い過ぎだけど、そんな時にたとえ言葉が通じなくても、あったかさとか安心感とかを与えてくれるペットがいてくれたらいいなって考えたことは何度もあったよ。
I see. I know that feeling all too well. Thanks to that whole ghost incident, I spent one night in that dilapidated house, but I was so damn lonely. This life of living on their borrowed kindness that started with Kyone's random ideas caused a lot of things to happen, and some of it was rough, but I know I felt lonely for a second. It was definitely thanks to Rito, of course, but also thanks to Kiyone, Hiyori, and Ayaka. Well, for you guys, I probably would have enjoyed living on my own. Well, probably wouldn't have enjoyed living on my own nearly as much.
何それ。じゃあ私たちはタクマにとってペットみたいなもの？
Nah, it's the other way around. I'm the pet and you guys are the owners.
ずいぶん大きなペットだよね。たくさん食べるし、それにすごくエッチだし。
I'm only perfect because you're too cute, so technically it's your fault.
あ、そんなこと言う？じゃあ責任取ってタクマの恋人をやめちゃおっかな。
I'm sorry.
素直でよろしい。
You could hear Rita's laughter from behind the curtain. Of course, I knew she was joking. Proof of was that instead of letting go, her grip on my hand only tightened.
あ、でも今は別の意味で犬が飼いたいかな。
Different reason.
タクマは動物が嫌いって感じじゃなさそうだから、一緒に暮らせば話題と趣味を共有できてもっと楽しくなるかなってね。
Yeah. Of course, I know that doesn't mean she's unhappy with just the two of us. We consult each other about the pet, share thoughts, and do things together. I had a feeling that if we lived like that, our life together would become even more amazing. In that case, Rito,
何？
someday, probably after we graduate from school, we'll have to find a place that allows dogs.
Eh?
The apartment's not bad, but no pets rule is a killer. I'd like to live in a bigger place, so without those kinds of rules.
その新しい家って私も一緒？
Of course. I mean, I can't even imagine a life without you anymore. No, it's more accurate to say that I don't want to imagine it. No matter how nice or spacious the house is, having Rito there or not is the difference between being happy and being miserable.
ずっと一緒か。それってもう同居人じゃなくて夫婦だよね。
Exactly. That's what I want. I know you could say I'm getting ahead of myself since I don't even have a real job yet, but
ほんと気が早いね。でもそこまで考えてくれてたんだ。
of course, I swear to God that the only hand I'll be holding at night for the rest of my life is yours, Rito.
たくま。
Behind the curtain, I can hear Rito's choked sobs. I meant it with all the courage and sincerity I could muster, and I'm relieved and happy that it got through to her.
でもこの家を離れるのはちょっとだけ寂しいかな。だって ここに住んだおかげでタクマとも再会して、こんなにも近くで二人きりの生活ができるようになったんだし、今だから言うけど、ぎこちないのもいろいろトラブルがあったのも新婚生活みたいで楽しかったからね。
What do you know? You're getting out of yourself too.
そうね。だからこれからもこんな風に新婚さんみたいに過ごしたいな。
More than happy enough just as we are, but I want to see you smile more. Make you happy. I want to make you feel true joy. So let's figure out the next 10 years together, just the two of us.
タクマ。
Suddenly the curtain is thrown open and Rito is standing there, her face one of pure joy, her eyes wet with tears. Sit up from the futon and spread my arms wide. She gives me a tearful smile and throws herself into my arms.
嬉しい。ずっと一緒だよタクマ。それじゃあ外すからしっかり足場支えててね。
I'm too lazy to actually try to look for that one message. It's apparently the fucking trading cards for... This one is out. I got like 4 Ayaka cards and 1 Kyo. Got the fucking normal one, which is like the Lapillo CG. I got the last one, which is specifically Ayaka Yoakari, not just Ayaka, and it's just her in the suit. And then the fucking cooking one. And then there's just fucking Q on the swings. It's really funny to me. Anyways, I will find the person who said like, oh yeah, fucking voice Rito, how could they do that? To fucking mess with me. I will find them and I will personally beat them. Got it. Looked up at the white curtain hanging from the ceiling. A wave of sentimentality washing over me as I stared.
タクマ？
So I just feel a little sad to see it go.
どうしたの？ことあるごとにそろそろ外してくれなんて言ってたのに。
I know, but I see a petition that divided the room into 2 territories had always been a nuisance. There was no doubt that I wanted it gone for a long time, but now that it was actually coming down for good, a small part of me felt wistful. Just a little sad, you know.
じゃあつけたままにする？
No way. I'm not spending the rest of my life separated by this damn curtain.
言ったでしょ。これはけじめだって。だから終わったら外さないと。それに
Besides?
今だから言うけど、本当はお守りの意味もあったの。このカーテンが閉まってる時はタクマがその向こうにいてくれるって。それにもし何かのきっかけでタクマが私のことを顔も見たくないってくらい嫌いになったとしても、このカーテンがあれば顔は見えなくてもそばにいてくれるかなって。そういうちょっとしたおまじないのつもりでもあったんだよ。
Rito. When you have these feelings she'd kept locked up for so long, my love for her swells in my chest to reach out and squeeze her hand. And I've held countless times since we started dating. Only one thing has changed. A simple silver ring now adorns her finger.
もう手握ってたらカーテン外せないでしょ。それにこのまま浸ってたらいつまで経っても終わらないし、早くやっちゃいましょ。
Alright. An hour later, the white curtain of the rail had hung from were gone. It had been a small change, but the room felt completely different. It should have been a small change, but the room felt completely different. Guess that's how strong its presence had been. Some of the room feels bigger.
確かにそう見えるかもね。よっと。
Rita stepped down from the chair she was using and stared at the white curtain in her hands. Then spread it wide. Rito, what are you doing? Turned to see her draped in the white curtain, kneeling on the floor and looking at me. And she gave me a sweet and lovely smile and a traditional gesture bowed her head deeply to the floor.
ふつつかものですが、どうかこれからも末永くよろしくお願いします。
Of course I will. I hastily knelt down as well, returning her bow. Then, at almost the same time, we slowly raised our heads and looked into each other's eyes. We shared a light kiss, and she giggled with a small and happy shrug of her shoulders. Oh, she's cute. You wear it like that, it looks like a wedding veil.
そう？
Wedding veil.
私は白無垢のつもりだったんだけど。
Oh, I see. Sure, a curtain large enough to cover her whole body was much closer to a traditional wedding kimono than a veil. You want a Japanese-style wedding, Rito?
和式ってトイレじゃないんだから。せめて和婚って言ってよね。もう。別に私はタクマと結婚できるならどっちでも幸せよ。でも明日は教会で陽婚だから二人きりの今はこっちにしておこうかなって思って。
Oh, the wedding's just already happening. I see. That's right, this was our own private wedding, just for the two of us. For the real thing tomorrow, it was Rita's heartfelt wish to exchange our vows here in this room. So at the ceremony tomorrow, Kiona and the others, and our parents will all be there. It'll be a real party, and you'll get to wear a much prettier dress. Are you sure this is okay?
だってここは二人の生活が始まった思い出の場所だから。新婚の誓いもここから始めたかったの。それに明日はいろいろいじられたり騒がれたりして厳かな気分になるのはちょっと無理だと思うからね。
No doubt about that. Rita had happened to see them while she was out shopping. Kiona and the others had gathered at Huey's shop for what looked like a strategy meeting. The thought of what they might be planning was terrifying, but it was clear it wouldn't be anything calm or peaceful. I'll just pray that no one gets hurt and put it out of my mind for now. Still, to think we'd end up living here even after getting married.
いくつか物件も見に行ってみたけど、ここよりも環境と家賃が良さそうな場所は見つからなかったしね。お互いの職場もこのマンションから近いところにあるし、二人だったらこのくらいの広さでも十分でしょ？
Well, yeah. We can always look for a place again when our family gets bigger.
子供ができたらね。
But when that happens, we'll definitely have to find a place that allows dogs. Alright, I'll have to work my ass off so I can afford a house that's okay with any size dog.
そうね。これからも一緒に頑張ろうね。
She says that Rita squeezes my hand even tighter. Her warmth, her strength, her love flows into me. I look around the small room where our story began, knowing it'll never truly end. I make a silent vow. The future we're building, I will make Rito happy. With that resolve burning in my heart, I squeeze the hand of the woman I love most. She would unlock the perfect wife for Rito's route. Finish Rito's route.
朝プロジェクト。
鏡ゲームズ仮暮らし恋愛。
一つ一つドキドキするの
Alright. That's that one. So yeah, that's Karigurashi Ren'ai done. Rito's best girl, and I will not accept fucking any argument on that. Yeah, I kind of don't want to stop. This is always an issue when you finish a fucking game that you enjoy. It's just like, yeah, I don't want to fucking stop this. Especially since, like, I kind of have to go back to fucking Sosaku Kanojo now. And I just know. I fucking know. I feel it in my fucking bones. It's going to get depressing. I just know it will. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one,